Hey guys, this is Minister James coming to you again. And today what I want to talk about is following your dreams, right? So usually I'm wearing my black hat if I have on a hat, or I'm wearing my black man up shirt or some kind of man up t-shirt. But today I decided to wear something different, right? So if you look at the symbol and you see the shirt, it says Pack Your Shack, right? Pack Your Shack is a moving and delivery company that I started a couple months ago, right? So the reason I want to talk about this is because I want to talk about stepping out on faith. I want to talk about taking that time to invest in your dream. Taking that time just to step out there to do something that you wanted to do. Because I wanted to start a business. At first, I didn't really know what kind of business it was going to be. And I had to look into the things that, that came natural to me. What are the things that I was already doing, that I was doing for free, that I actually could do and get paid for, right? And I always had some kind of pickup truck or something that I always had, and I was always helping people move. So I said, hey, I don't mind moving people. I like moving people. I'm doing it for free anyway. Why not take it to that next level, turn it into a business? Because the same people that I was doing it for free for will come back to me and pay me to do it, okay? But the reason why I want to talk to you about it is that same initiative, that same dream, that same goal that you have, you can step out on it and make it come true. And it doesn't always take a whole lot. See, sometimes we are so afraid of what it's going to cost in the end that we don't even pay what we can pay up front, right? So when I started my company, when you think about a moving company, you think about the big trucks, right? I didn't have no money for a big truck. I didn't even have money for a regular size truck. I started my company with a S10 pickup. And if you know what an S10 pickup is, that's the little bitty joints, right? That's the little bitty pickup truck. But I had $1,500 to my name. I had $1,500 to my name. I took that $1,500, I paid $800 for the little small pickup truck. I spent $100 and some on the materials that I need, dolly, some straps, things like that to secure whatever I was hauling. And I spent money on my uniforms, right? And that's where I started from. $1,500, that's where I started from, right? Now, that's not a whole lot of money. And it didn't take a whole lot to get to that point. But sometimes we are so afraid of, what I don't have, that we are afraid to use what we do have. We are afraid to take what we already have in our possession, and because we are so afraid, we don't even step out on it. But we take what you have and build on that. You know what I'm saying? Take that idea that you have and build on that. Take that drive that you have and build on that. No, when I started my company, I had to literally start with this little S10 truck, right? So when I would have to move someone's house, I would have to rent a truck, okay? I had to rent a truck. And when I went to rent a bigger truck to move a house, I really made less money because I took that loss, because most of the money that I made went right back to pay for the truck that I had rented. But I would rather take less money now and take that client on, because if I did a good job, I know I would have that client on again. Okay? And then when I have that client on again, then now, because I took that sacrifice now and made less money now, I was able to save and add up until I was able to buy my own truck. So now I do have a big truck, right? But I didn't start there. I started with the little truck because that's what I could afford. I started with the little truck, doing the little jobs that I could do with the little truck, and then making that sacrifice to rent the big trucks when I needed to and make less money, but build up my clientele. build up my company name. Okay? So you can do the same thing for yourself, but you got to step out there. You got to take that step. So if you take nothing else away from this, take away the fact you can start with what you have and build on that. Don't be afraid. Don't be so focused on what you don't have that you don't even start. It's like standing at the bottom of a stairway and you're looking all the way up to the top of the stairway and say, man, that's 100 steps to the top. And you're so focused on how many steps that it takes to get to the top that you don't even realize it's only one step in front of you. So if you take that one step and focus on that one step, and then that second step, then that third step, before you know it, you'll be at the top. But you can't be so focused on the top that you miss the fact that, yeah, that's where you're trying to get to, but right now you're not there. Right now you got to start right where you at with this first step, this second step, this third step. All right? So that's where you start. So the second thing is, after you start, don't be afraid to take a loss now to get a win later. Don't be afraid that you might have to sacrifice some time. You might have to sacrifice some money. You might have to sacrifice some hard work now in order to get where you're trying to get to. So I started off having to rent a truck. And when I rented the truck, most of the profit that I made went to paying for the truck. But in doing so, I was still able to build up my clientele, build up my company name, even though I didn't make a lot of profit at that time, but I was able to build it up to the point that now I have my own truck. Now I don't have to rent a truck, and I'm making all the profit that I was originally spending on renting, but also I have the clientele now where I can go back and say, hey, if you need me again, I got you. And if you do call me, I don't have to rent another truck. I got my own. Whatever you need, I got it. Okay? So just take that time. Don't be afraid to start your dream. Don't be afraid to jump out there and do it. Don't be afraid to make the sacrifices now for the greater good later. And at the end of the day, you have to know whatever it is that's in your heart, you can make it come true. Whatever dreams that you have, you can make it come true. Whatever decisions that you have, whatever the vision is that you have, if you put in the hard work and you put the work in now, you can make it come true. Again, this is Minister James for the Man Up, saying man up, stand up, and move forward. God bless you.